Hi, I'm Antonio Bongalan and let me discuss on you what is climate change. Kasama ko si
I'm John Ray Bautista in 1A.
My name is Leonardo Jose from 1A.
I am Michael James F. Palakay.
And Justin Ruiz M. Apos from BSAMT 1A. Antonio Bongalan will discuss about rising temperature, strong typhoon, and sea levels about the changing climate of the Philippines. So what is climate change, Mr. Bongalan?
The Philippines is facing significant challenges due to climate change, which is a primary cause by increasing carbon dioxide level in atmosphere. This results in rising sea levels, more intense heat waves, drought, and stronger typhoons. These changes impact agriculture, coastal areas, and ecosystem, forcing some people to move higher ground and increasing greenhouse gas emissions from land use changes. Even though the country is minor emitter overall. To address climate change, the Philippines has implemented various policies since 1991, including the creation of the Philippine Council for Sustainable Development and other committees focused on climate change and adaptation and mitigation. Although the country is not responsible for high emissions and highly vulnerable to natural disaster caused by climate change. Climate change refers to the significant changes in temperature, precipitation, and other atmospheric conditions over time, primarily due to human activities. It can result from natural factors like volcanic eruption and solar radiation, but recent changes are largely driven by human actions, often called global warming. The image showed a large-scale tree planting in La Union. Combating climate change through reforestation, planting 1,500 seedlings demonstrate a commitment to carbon dioxide absorption and improved air quality. The initiative highlights the vital role of the community participation and government support in addressing climate change. The image promotes International Coastal Cleanup Day, emphasizing the importance of coastal cleanup in combating climate change. Coastal areas are vulnerable to rising sea level, erosion, and extreme weather worse by pollution. Cleanup efforts aim to improve water quality, protect biodiversity, and building resilience in these threatened environments.
Thank you, Mr. Bongalan. So what is global warming? Global warming is a critical environmental issue that has been gaining increasing attention in recent years.
Change indicators. Greenhouse gases from human activities are the primary drivers of climate change since the mid-20th century. Key indicators assess emission and atmospheric contribution of these gases. Using global warming potential of compare different gases in terms of carbon dioxide equivalent. Global warming is the ongoing rise in the Earth's surface temperature affecting both land and water. Average global temperatures have increased by 0.75 Celsius over the past century, with about two-thirds of this rise occurring since 1975, while fast temperature increase were due to natural causes. The current warming is primarily driven by the accumulation of greenhouse gases from human activities. Global greenhouse gas emission from 1990 to 2010, net emission increased by 35%, with carbon dioxide emissions rising by 42%, primarily from electricity generation, transformation, and energy production. Atmospheric contribution levels of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases have risen since the industrial era, largely the human activities. Climate forcing. This refers to change in the Earth energy balance resulting in warming or cooling effect. From 1990 to 2015, the warming effect from human added greenhouse gases increased by 37%, with carbon dioxide contributing a 30% rise in warming effect.
After the discussion of January Bautista, we are moving on to the causes of climate change. So, climate change is a complex phenomenon with various contributing factors.
Ocean currents. Ocean currents transport heat across the planet, driven by winds and atmospheric interactions. Phenomena like El Niño occur every 2 to 6 years due to these interactions. Cold water circulates from the poles to the equator, while warm water moves back, helping regulate temperatures. Changes in ocean circulation can impact climate by influencing CO2 level in the atmosphere. Volcanic eruptions release significant amount of sulfur dioxide, water vapor, dust, and ash into the atmosphere, which can alter climatic patterns for years by increasing planetary reflectivity and leading to atmospheric cooling. Earth orbital changes. The Earth orbits the Sun annually at a tilt of 23.5 degrees, affecting seasonal strength. Greater tilt results in warmer summers and colder winters, while less tilt leads to cooler summers and milder winters. These small changes can be amplified by climate feedbacks, contributing to ice ages. Solar variations. The Sun is the primary energy source for Earth's climate, and while its energy output seems constant daily, small long-term changes can impact climate. Historical solar variations have influenced climate shifts, such as the decrease in solar activity that contributed to the Little Ice Age from 1650 to 1850, leading to significant glaciations in regions like Greenland and Alps. Human factors. Human activities, particularly the burning of fossil fuel and land conversion for agriculture and forestry, contribute to climate change. This action alter land surfaces and release various pollutants, affecting both incoming and outgoing energy, which can lead to warming and cooling effects. The main byproduct of fossil fuel combustion is carbon dioxide, a significant greenhouse gas.
After the discussion of cause of climate change, there will be the impacts of climate change that will be discussed by two layers. So climate change is a pressing global issues with far-reaching consequences. This presentation explores the various impacts of climate change on our planet and its inhabitants, highlight the urgent need of action and awareness. Climate change is happening. Climate change and its impact are happening. Second, observable effect. In particular, here are the effects.
Impacts of climate change. Climate change and its impact are happening. Extreme weather. Climate change causes a change in weather patterns, precipitation, sea level rise, and wildlife.
Droughts and floods. A combination of changes in precipitation and weather patterns bring out droughts in one sector and great floods in neighboring areas.
Shrinking of lakes. A decrease in precipitation causes lakes to decrease in size. Desertification. Millions of square kilometers of one agricultural land become barren. Shortage of food and water. Agricultural output in many regions of the world is become scarce because of drought, desertification, heat waves, wildfires, and changes in precipitation. Also, freshwater supplies are decreasing due to the melting of glaciers, the shrinking of lakes, and water contamination. Extinction of species. Mass extinction of species is one of the most troubling effects of climate change. Humans have the technology to help us adapt to drastic changes in weather patterns, but animals could not adapt it. Ocean acidification. The increasing pH of oceans due to carbon dioxide will affect maritime life at the bottom of the food chain. As a result, the entire food chain is being affected, and eventually land animals that are dependent on fish will suffer as well. Melting glaciers and polar ice caps. The polar ice caps and glaciers around the world play an essential role in regulating temperature by not only absorbing the heat but also by reflecting the sun's light. Moreover, glaciers play an integral role in forming the world's perennial rivers, which are responsible for agriculture that much of the world population is dependent. Lastly, the spread of disease and food poisoning. An increase in temperature will also spread malaria and dengue fever as well as severe other diseases. Moreover, it will increase salmonella outbreaks.
After my discussion, the last topic is mitigation and adaptation by James Palakay.
To address the harmful effects of climate change, there are two main responses: mitigation and adaptation. Mitigation involves human interventions to reduce greenhouse gas emissions or enhance their absorption. Key strategies for mitigation include reducing fossil fuel use, promoting renewable energy sources, geothermal, wind, solar, reducing deforestation, implementing sustainable agriculture and forestry practices, rising greenhouse gas emissions, slowing population growth, investing in research and development for affordable clean energy alternatives. Adaptation involves adjusting natural or human systems to respond to actual or anticipated climate change effects, aiming to reduce harm or take advantage of beneficial opportunities. Key adaptation measures include efficient use of scarce water resources, development of drought-tolerant crops, selecting tree species and forestry practices resilient to storms and floods, community-based disaster risk reduction, seasonal climate forecasting, rainwater harvesting, capacity building for shoreline defense system design.
And according to our DRM and Safety Officer of DMMMSU Mluc, Mr. Christopher Pagulayan, Sir, he responds to our interview, which is what is mitigation and adaptation plan in our school for the climate change is.
I have hazard and assessment here that I have done before. So to summarize it, pag seismic hazard, yun nga malapit tayo sa Tubao Fault. So ang ground rupture at least medyo safe tayo. Pero sa ground shaking, doon tayo prone. Kasi nga malapit tayo. Okay, pag nag-shake yung tectonics sa kating dalawa, okay, we are affected. But pag na-rupture ay at least we are not. We are safe. On earthquake induced landslide, hindi masyado. But in our campus, we are safe kasi wala naman maglalandslide sa atin. Flat tayo. Sa tsunami, there will be, okay, if magkakaroon ng tsunami kasi nga malapit tayo sa ocean, okay. But on the data that I have from the Pag-asa and OCD of Office of Civil Defense on the data, the highest is less than 6 meters pag magkakaroon. So at least we have time to go from that area, in the mountainous area, boundary of Bagulin, yun ang pinamataas. Okay. That will be our safest evacuation area if there will be tsunami. Kasi in the provincial, aabutin pa yan. Same as true with the government area on Sevilla. Pag magkaroon tayo ng volcanic hazard sa Pinatubo, okay, sa Lahar, safe tayo sa Lahar. Ang affected ay Pampanga. Kasi yun ang pinakamalapit, mas malapit sila. But us, I do not know if you were still baby or on the womb of your mother nung pumutok yung Pinatubo. Okay, only ash yung dumating dito. But I was in Benguet before. I think I am high school. If I'm not mistaken, I was high school or yes, I think high school or college or one. Okay, only ash. Okay, affected Benguet and La Union. Lahar, we are safe. Kaya tingnan nyo, wala pang white sand dyan. Nagaling doon. Ang one lang is sa Pampanga. So yun, pag ashful lang, prone tayo. Ashful. Okay, pag Lahar, we are safe. Regarding on volcanic hazard. Okay. The nearest active volcano that we have here is in Santo Tomas. We're in 40.6 kilometers from Dimso. Okay. But hindi pa there is no sign na putok. Pero from the volcanologists, medyo nag-active yun. Pero wala pang kasigurudahan kung paputok hindi. Just like Santo Tomas in Baguio. Okay, that is also one volcano. That is why on the foot of Tuba, may hot spring. Same as true in Itogon, that is also one foot of Santo Tomas. Okay. That is why if there is hot spring, sure na sure may malapit na volcano. But it's either dead volcano, active, or yung bang parang nandun na pero hindi rin alam kung puputok o hindi. So regarding on hydro or flood, okay, so far the data that I have is wala pang 5 meters, 0.05 meters. So less than 0.5 meters pa lang yung height. But within a day, nagsusubside naman. Others, it's hours. Okay. Usually, before I've been here 1994 during my college days at Lingsat. Usually na napa-flood is sa plaza. But because of the canal that they have made, wala na. Ang prone ngayon is sa Sevilla. Okay, but still nagsusubside naman. And we have in our campus, there was a time na na-flood Angkong until just below of the beam of the second floor. Yun ang pinaka malala. Wala pa yung na oval. Okay, so the oval is full of kangkong. Okay, so water yon. Okay, I do not know kung magkakaroon ng ngayon. It will be a typhoon just like that. I do not know what will happen. Kasi oval na yon. That is already flattened. Okay, awan pag naandadanuman. But hopefully, wala. So far, yun lang ang sa campus natin. Meron at meron, pero mga 2 feet, mga ganun lang, but it's on size naman within ours. Sa storm surge, so far, wala. Severe winds, meron tayo natanggap. Basta, at least, so far, ang nakuha lang naman dito yung mga rotten woods, rotten trees. In between new admin and library, doon. And then, sa may, before the oval, sa AMT. But at least, so far, everybody's safe. Sa severe winds, the data that what I have is from 117.1 to 220 km per hour. Okay, yan na nakontrol. Then, base assessment. So, to give you some data on our campus. So, ground cap ruptures, I told you, is low. Ground shaking is high. Okay, so shaking is high. Just the last earthquake that we had so far is na malakas is Abra. Okay, wherein most affected is the new building of us. Okay, so due to ground shaking. So our campus is high risk. Liquefaction naman, medium tayo. Sa earthquake, induced landslide, low. Kasi we are not in our mountainous area. But regarding tsunami, we are in high risk because we are near on the ocean. For volcanic hazard, regarding lahar, we are low on risk. But regarding on ashfall, okay, at least we are affected but not so high. Regarding on hydro, meteorological hazard, regarding floodings, on flood, we are high risk. Kasi nga, malapit tayo sa ocean. Actually, some part of San Fernando is mas mababa sa sea surface. Storm surge, we had high risk. Semastro severe wind, we are at high risk. Rain-induced landslide, okay, landslide due to heavy rain, we are low at risk. So yun yung mga assessment natin regarding seismic hazard, volcanic, hydro on part of our campus. Any more clarification you would want to know?
Sir, thank you po sir sa pagsagot sa aming katanungan.